Bhagavate Vāsudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevaya.
Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 7, text 51, 52. Nalam dijattam devattam Rusittam Vāsuratmaja Jñānayo mukundasya Amrutam na bahujñata Ādhanam na taponejya Asautam na vratānica Iyate yamalaya bhaktya Hariranyad vidammanam Dijattam devattam rusitam vāsuratmajaha Prīṇanāya mukundasya nāvrutam na bahujñata Nādhanam na taponejya Asautam na vratānica Iyate yamalaya bhaktya Hariranyad vidammanam. Maharaj saying, my dear friends, O sons of the demons, you cannot please the Supreme Personality of Godhead by becoming perfect Brahmanas, demigods, or great saints, or by becoming perfectly good in etiquette or vast learning. None of these qualifications can awaken the pleasure of the Lord. Nor by charity, austerity, sacrifice, cleanliness, or vows can one satisfy the Lord. The Lord is pleased only if one has unflinching and unalloyed devotion to Him. Without sincere devotional service, everything is simply a show. The Lord Maharaj concludes that one can become perfect by serving the Supreme Lord sincerely by all means. Material elevation to life as a Brahman, demigod, rishi, and so on are not causes for developing love of Godhead. But if one sincerely engages in the service of the Lord, his Krishna consciousness is complete. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. Apichat sudurācāro vadate māṅgananyabhāt sadhurevai samantavyaha samyak vivasitu sa. Even if one commits the most abominable actions, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. To develop unalloyed love for Krishna is the perfection of life. Other processes may be helpful, but if one doesn't develop his love for Krishna, these other processes are simply a waste of time. Dharma sunishthita purusam vishwasena kathakujo notpadayate jadiratim samayevai kevalam. Duties, dharma, executed by men, regardless of occupation, are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction of the message of the Supreme Lord, Srimad Bhagavatam. The taste of perfection is one's unalloyed devotion to the Lord. Devatam rushitam Vāsuratmajaha Prīṇanāya mukundasya na brutam na bahujñata Nādhanam na tapo nejya na sautam na vratānica Yati amalaya bhaktya hariranyat vidammanam. And the rules and regulations of dharma, you understand? You may be very strict in speaking the truth, you understand? Very truthful, truthfulness. You may be showing mercy to one and all, to all living entities. You understand? Very, very merciful. You may be a very good Pandit, you understand, vast Vedic knowledge, may be acquiring, you may have acquired, you understand. You may have performed very severe austerities or penance, you understand. All these is like zeros. Without devotion. Dharma satya daya prita vidyavada sakmat bhaktya chetanasmanam nasamyapana. All these are very good things, isn't it? Very nice things. Very ideal, very noble. But without bhakti, this is all pure. You understand? If bhakti is added to it, then it is very good. Tenfold, as it. The zero becomes tenfold. Similarly, bhakti is most important, devotional service. But bereft of bhakti, without bhakti, all these things are like zero. You understand? That is it. Gandhi, here in Orissa, Bandhu, Ulabuddha, Madhusudan, so many other people are there. They are known as the mahātmā. You understand? Very great personalities. Because they have sacrificed their life for the sake of the motherland. You understand? This is, generally, they are considered mahātmās as great personalities in the human society. You understand? But Shastra says, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam says, who is really mahātmā? Who is really mahātmā? Apichat suduratara vadatimam ananya bhak sadhureva so mantavyo samyak vivasito yisaha. Even if one commits the most abominable actions, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. You understand? Shastra says, if someone is a pure devotee, pure Vaishnava, perfect Vaishnava, if he is sincerely engaged in the devotional service unto the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa, he is to be considered mahātmā. You understand? He is mahātmā. Sadhureva mahātmā. Bhaunang janmananti jnānamanamang prapodyanti Vāsudevam sarvam iti sa mahātmā sudurlabha. It also says that. A jñānī, after undergoing so many lives, if he would understand that Vāsudeva, Kṛṣṇa is everything, and he takes shelter, surrenders himself to the lotus feet of Vāsudeva, he becomes mahātmā. Durlabha mahātmā, very rare mahātmā. So mahātmā is he is mahātmā. That Shastra says. But general people, the people in general, they don't know this. The Shastra, Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, they should take lesson from Sadhu, Shastra and Guru, who is really mahātmā. You understand? To develop unalloyed love for Krishna is the perfection of other processes. May be helpful, but if one does not develop love for Krishna, these other processes simply waste of time. They are like zeros. You understand? फिर भगवत्यो किंचना सर्वे गुणस्तत्र नास्ति सूरा पराव भक्तस्य कुतो महत्मा अमृत नास्ति दाप्तम. If someone has unalloyed devotion for his Lord, भगवत्यो किंचना bhakti, or व्यभिचारिणी bhakti, different names. You understand? All the good qualities, all the noble qualities will automatically manifest in each person. You understand? Jasasti bhakti bhagavati tingana sarve gunistatra samasti sura. Even all demigods are there. You understand? Parava bhaktasya kuta mahatguna mandasenasati dhapati. If someone is not a devotee of Lord Hari, a bhakta, a non-devotee. He has no good quality. However great he may be, qualified he may be, powerful he may be, in this material society or material world, he has no good quality, nothing. You understand? Rava bhaktasya chitamātmā. Manarthena asati dhāvatavai. Only is speculating. He is creating a chariot by speculation and riding on it. And going hither. Manarthena asati dhāvatavai. Kevalam manakalpita rathare chadi paridhavanute matra pore. Understand? Ananya bhakti, jaha khamti, ahetuki bhakti, binda padara bindari. And you cross this vast ocean, ignorance, without Vishnu bhakti, you cannot cross. Only Vishnu bhakti. Through Vishnu bhakti you can survive. This is the meaning of this process. You understand? In all the Vedic scriptures it is said, bhakti is only. And if someone achieves this unalloyed bhakti, he has got given. Jasyati bhaktir bhagavati akintana sarvei gunis tattva samāsati rava bhaktasya kṛṣṇa manotena asati bhavatavai. I have already explained. Said it in this. No need. Then comes here one in Bhagavad-gita shloka, apicha sugurācāro vadate manghanya bhāk sadhureva samantapya samyak devasito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable actions, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered simply because he is properly situated. Do you understand? You know this verse. ଓଡ଼ିଆ କହିବା ସରିଗଲା, ଏଥର ଇଂରେଜୀରେ କହିବି, ବୁଝିଲୁ? ମୁଁ ଇଂରେଜୀରେ କହିଲା ବେଳେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ you understand one thing here. This verse of Srimad Bhagavad-gita, apichat sudurācāro bhajate maṁ ananya bhāk sadhureva samantapya samyak vivasita iso. You understand? Once this verse was being explained in Yamaraj's court. You understand? In that court, in that assembly, even Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma were present. Many learned persons were also present. But nobody could give the correct explanation of this verse. You understand? Do you know about Yamaraj? Yes. Who is he?
Why is the demigod of death?
Demigod of death. Whose son is he?
Son?
Who is his father? You don't know? Durlabha, you know? He is the son of Suryadev, son. You understand? Son God. Remember it. Yamaraj is the son of Suryadev, son God. Who is that son, do you know? Suryadev. He is a demigod, isn't it? Demigod of what? Don't know? Demigod of ethics. Remember it. You understand? Sun is the demigod of ethics. Ethic. You understand? You can't understand. You just understand. You just accept it. It's the demigod of ethics. You understand? You just remember. Dharma Devata, demigod of religion also, is one of the 12 Mahājanas also. You understand? What is relating to that song? You understand? It is all ethical. It's all ethical. You understand? Very high. Ethical. Because sun god, that sun is demigod of ethics. Then question arises, who is greater? Is ethics is great or a devotee is great? You understand? A devotee is always great. Huh? Like a sun, I am saying, a demigod like sun may be the demigod of ethics, so ethical, still is not great. As great as a devotee, unalloyed devotee. You understand? Huh? Who is the sister of Jam? I mean the son. No, Jamaraj. You know? Jamuna Devi. River Jamuna. Jamuna Devi, the sister of Maharaj. Jamaraj. You understand? But Jamuna is Krishna Prayasi. Isn't it? Tulasi Krishna Prayasi. Jamuna is also Krishna Prayasi. Very, very dear to Krishna. Isn't it? But Jama, not here. You understand? Jama is stern justice, ethics, a demigod of stern justice. You understand? For love. Therefore, Jamaraj is known as Dharmaraj. You understand? So in his court, he has called an assembly. So in that assembly this verse was Avijat Sudurachara Vadamananya Bhāti. This verse was being explained. Many, even Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma were present there, many great scholars were also present. Nobody could give the correct explanation. You understand? So Bhakti Vinod Thakur was present there by chance. So at last Bhakti Vinod Thakur gave the correct explanation. You understand? And what he says, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj has expressed it. You understand? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj has said one verse, Duste Svabhava Dhanikeir Vapuscha Doshi. You understand? Giving explanation to that verse, this verse is said. Duste Svabhava Dhanikeir Vapuscha Doshi. What does it mean? Do you know it? No. One who is an unalloyed devotee, is doing unalloyed bhajan, of Krishna bhajan, you understand? He never shows up anything but passion, outward. Bhajan is internal thing, you understand? It is not external. He may be a blind man, he may be a cripple, you see. He may be a diseased person like Vāsudeva Vipra, leprosy patient. He may be like that. He may not have very bodily beauty, you understand. But he is an unalloyed devotee. He is Mahātmā, he is great, isn't it? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced that Vāsudeva Vipra was a leprosy patient, isn't it? He is such a great devotee. So one must understand this thing. What is unalloyed devotion? It never depends on bodily external bodily features. Nothing. Sadhutva means, you understand? The centralness means it's internal. It's not external. One may not expose something external. You understand? Many times we used to say about Vāsudeva Thakur and Gour Babaji Maharaj. Isn't it? Gour Babaji Maharaj was doing his bhajan in such an abominable place where people passed. You see, he stays there and used to do his bhajan there. Such a great sadhu. You understand? And Vāsudeva Thakur used to purchase fish from the market, the great Vaishnava. Just spreads those fish under the sun before, in front of his kutia, cottage. You understand? Such a Vaishnava. These are outward things. So people will see these outward things and say, what is this? What the Vaishnava is? Purchasing fish and drying in the sun and eating? Maybe eating? Why is possible? Isn't it? That is a great sadhu, he never eats. Why he does so? Therefore it is said, Vaishnava Kriyamudra Vijnano Bhujhor. It is said, Vaishnava Kriyamudra Vijnano Bhujhor. One may be very, very great person, very learned, Vijnana. We cannot understand what a Vaishnava sadhu is doing. Like Vāsudeva Thakur and Gour Babaji. We cannot understand it. You see, it is said. And that is the same purport here. One who is a great saint or sadhu, a devotee who is doing ananya bhajan, who has developed this unalloyed devotion, he never shows off his bhajan outward. It is inward. You understand? So don't look at its bodily deformities or outward gestures, postures like that. Don't see to it. Don't look at all these things. You understand? It is internal. Similar. This is the purport that Bhakti Vinod Thakur has said in explanation of that sloka. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj has expressed it in that sloka. Druste svabha janitir vapusta doshi. You understand? Vapu dosha. Vapu means body. Some deformities in the body may be there. But he is a great devotee, unalloyed devotee. We don't look at these deformities of body, bodily deformities, the outward thing. You understand? Similarly, apichat sudurachara vajati mangananya bhag sadhureva samantara samyajyositaisa. And maybe durachara, a great, even if one commits the most abominable actions, a great sinful person, outwardly he may be like that. If someone is crippled, someone is blind, someone has bodily deformities, like Vāsudeva, Vāsudeva Vipra, is a leprosy patient, one may be thinking, oh, he is such a great sinful person, therefore he is being punished. This is outward. But he is a great mahātmā, he is a great devotee. You understand? Don't show all these things. Don't see to all these things. This is the purport of that sloka. Therefore, it is said here that those who are unalloyed devotees, they never do anything as outward show. Outward show. As it is stated here. It is only outward show. without sincere devotion, so everything is simply a soul. You understand? Then the outward soul. The non-devotees, the so-called great male of this human society, great patriot, you understand? He does so many things for outward soul, but is devoid of devotional service. Not at all a sadhu or mahātmā. You understand? This is the purport of that story. So Jamuna is a Kṛṣṇa prayasi, whereas Jama is not. Jama is the master of stern ethics. Stern ethics is Jamraj. Whereas his sister Jamuna Devi is Kṛṣṇa prayer. You understand? Perfect. Huh? So when this verse comes up here, that comes to my mind, therefore I say this thing. Jamaraja's court assembly is most important purpose there.
You just came to speak about a sadhu who may be actually acting like sinful person.
Outwardly acting.
Activities. So can you speak about and speaking activities? Can someone speak nonsense and become being same time sadhu?
What is it?
Someone who is sometimes speaking something completely like is not
speaking.
Yes, speaking.
Yes.
Can someone be sadhu and speak in a very...
A Pandit may speak. You understand? A Pandit, he may speak many things. He may quote many shastras. He may speak many things on bhakti also, quoting shastras. But how far has he practiced in his life? That is to be learned. You understand? Consider. That is the most important thing. How far he has practiced it in his very life. Example is better than precept. Therefore we say, example is better than precept. That is Mahaprabhu's motto. Apani achori dharma apare sikha. Personally you practice, then teach. Mere saying won't do. You understand? Yes.
In the other sense, can someone speak nonsense being a sadhu?
Sadhu will never speak nonsense. I will never speak nonsense. If he opens his mouth, he only speaks about this. He can never speak nonsense. That cannot make sense. Because all his senses are engaged in the loving service of Krishna. And his mouth, tongue is one of the senses. How can it speak nonsense? You understand now? Yes? Yes? Yeah, I can understand. Then I will be sadhu. I will be sadhu. I will commit sins, then I will chant, all my sinful reactions will be annihilated, I will become sadhu. No, that we say. Nama bole papa buddhi. That is one of the namaparabhas. By the strength of chanting, don't commit sins. That is most inexcusable offense. One who doesn't know all these things, he may commit some sins, you understand? But one who knows these things, one who has accepted a bona fide spiritual master and have been taught by him about this namaparabhas, he should not do it. He should not do it. That is great offense. Inexcusable offense, no excuse. Yes?
So then we can stress verses that this verse is about someone committing sinful activity by accident fall down, and then they think themselves up in the not consciously.
Oh, one was fallen down.
No, in other words, someone commits sinful activity, and then they pick themselves up, and then they continue to go to the service.
Yeah.
In other words, by accident, not.
Yeah, by accident. That is also stated. কৃষ্ণ তারে ক্ষমা করায় না করায় প্রায়শ্চিত। অজ্ঞানে বা হয় যদি পাপ উপস্থিত, কৃষ্ণ তারে ক্ষমা করায় ন করায় প্রায়শ্চিত। না নাই এই কথা তো ଅଛି ଆମ ଆଉ କଣ ଅଛି ତାପରେ ବିଧି ଧର୍ମ ଛାଡ଼ିବ ଯେ କୃଷ୍ଣର ଚରଣ ନିଷିଦ୍ଧ ପାପାଚାରେ ତାର ପ୍ରଭୁ ନଏ ମନ। অজ্ঞানে বা হয় যদি পাপ উপস্থিত, কৃষ্ণ তারে ক্ষমা করায় না করায় প্রায়শ্চিত। It is said inside the Dhamma. বিধি ধর্ম ছাড়িব যে কৃষ্ণের চরণ। Those are very, very elevated devotees, say Paramahansas. Those who have attained that stage of praying. You understand? We have three stages. Vaidhi, first stage, then Bhava, Bhakti, then Prem Bhakti. Those one who has attained that last stage, Prem Bhakti, he may not be observing any vidhis. You understand? No necessity of observance of vidhis at that stage. It is in the initial stage. You understand? Initial stage one must observe this vidhis, rules and regulations. Thereby heart will be purified. Then bhava will come up. When bhava will be matured, then prem will come. You understand? One who has attained that stage of praying, no longer. He should not. He will never practice such, follow such rules and regulations. You understand? Vidhi dharma chharibo je Krishnir charan. Because he has attained the supreme stage, last stage. He cannot commit sin. Can he commit sin? Because he developed praying. Isn't it? One who has developed praying, one who is in that stage of praying, he cannot commit any sin at all. How can he commit? Not at all possible. You understand? Nishiddha papachar tar kovu noy mano. He cannot think it up in his mind also. To commit some sin. অজ্ঞানে বা হয় যদি পাপ উপস্থিত, কৃষ্ণ তারে ক্ষমা করে না করায়। Unconsciously, if he accidentally commits some sin, Krishna excuses him. You understand? Krishna excuses him. Krishna tare kshama kare na kare paise. He should not perform some process of atonement. No necessity at all. We give the example of Bilomanga. You understand? Bilomanga. Bilomanga was a great sinful person. Was too much attached to Chintamani Vesjai, prostitute. You understand? That prostitute taught him a very good lesson. Why are you attached to this body? What is there in this body? It's full of flesh, urine, stool, bones, abominable things, you see. Why are you attracted to this body? If you be attracted towards Krishna, all beautiful Krishna, how nice will it be? You just stop that. From that moment, Nilamangal turned to the path of bhakti. You understand? He became an unalloyed devotee. You understand? But he had this because he was doing that thing, he was running after prostitutes, looking at women, beauty. You understand? So he was going to Vrindavan. On the way he saw a beautiful maiden was taking bath in a pond. You understand? So he stood there and looked at her beauty. You understand? That maiden looked such a saintly person. He was looking like a saintly person. His dress was like that. He had beards and the saffron clothes, all these things like a sadhu. He was a housewife. He thought, why this sadhu was standing and looking at me? So at once, quickly, she finished her bathing and put on her sari and went to her house and told her husband. And Bilomangal followed her and just went to her house and just standing, he stood beside the doorstep, then stand, and that housewife, that woman, that informed her husband, a sadhu was following me. I was taking bath, he stood there, looked at me, and when I just came to her, he just followed me. Then her husband said, all right. If you say is a sadhu, and we have heard in Shastra that if we serve a sadhu and please a sadhu, Krishna will be pleased. All right, go to that sadhu and ask what he wants from you. Give him. Serve him. Fulfill his desire. So Krishna will be pleased. Then, by the permission of the husband, that woman came. This is Satinari, just lady. Under the permission of the husband, she will do like that. Then so Sadhu Mahātmā paid obeisance to Sadhu Mahātmā. Now I am prepared to serve you. What do you want from me? I am ready to fulfill your desire. Just express same. As soon as she said this thing, so he came to the consciousness. Oh, such abominable thought entered into my mind. Oh, it is only due to the eyes. The eyes look at the beauty of such maiden, so such abominable thought, sinful thought, entered into my mind. So this eye is so different. At once it falls. He, Vilomanga, took up some thorns and thrust into his eyes and blinded himself. He became blind. This is an example of jnāneva hoyjodi pāpa upasthita Kṛṣṇa tar kṣama kore na korai. It's unconscious this thought came. Now, he became conscious, he blinded himself. You understand? He was so repentant of his eyes, due to his eyes, this thing happened, that he finished his eyes, and became blind. Because he has already developed pure devotion, attained that stage. You understand? So Krishna himself came to him. Oh sadhu, you are going to Vrindavan? All right, I am going. That's all of my steed. All right, I will lead you. You understand? How is it? The example is given that the electric fan was moving. You see, it is moving. The switch is on. You make the switch off. You understand? Immediately it will never stop. Force is there. It will move sometime. But velocity will be lesser, and ultimately it will stop. Similarly, when switch is off, Vilomangala switch was off. The switch was attached to Kṛṣṇa's lotus feet. You understand? But that velocity was there. It was moving slowly. You understand? So he could first on his eyes and blinded himself, became blind. One cannot do it. Can one do it? Can you do it? You see? Such ridiculous. और jnāneva hoyjodi pāpa upasthita Kṛṣṇa tar kṣama kore na kare. Unconsciously, it so happens Kṛṣṇa forgives him. He shall not undergo any process of atonement. Understand? It's of jnana, unconsciously, and by chance. If someone does deliberately, he should not be experienced. Yes?
What difference between one who is like Vijayamanga Thakur, who is a pure body, but commits sin
Accidental.
and one who is engaged in devotional service, but he is a no strength to avoid sinful activity because Maya is very strong and he commits sinful activity. What difference?
Kṛṣṇa knows the heart. Kṛṣṇa knows the heart. And in the heart he has no such desire. accidentally has done so. So Krishna forgives him. But if someone deliberately does, it should not be forgiven. Yes.
So this verse from Bhagavad-gita may be applicable to someone who might practice this. This verse from Bhagavad-gita might be applicable to someone who has rightly practiced sin who might practice.
Vaidhi?
In other words, he says he gave the example of Mangala and Gour.
Yes. Vallabha Thakur already attained prem stage. Yes.
But someone who meets this described without a devoted devotional purpose, who accidentally falls down and then picks himself and performs devotional purpose again, he feels from the
If fall down is accidental, Krishna will excuse. Yes. That is. But it's not deliberate. Someone does it deliberately, no excuse. This there is. Yes, this is more important. Yes? Complete, yes.
Another question is, for a new person, a layman person,
yes.
If there are two persons, one who is sahaja, perform some sinful activities,
Sahaja?
he is thinking himself elevated devotee to achieve them. And another is mahātmā.
Real mahātmā.
Real mahātmā. Actually, he is acting the same way. How can he judge them?
You may not judge. Krishna judges the correct. Krishna knows who is a pretender and who is a real mahātmā. And the pretender will be exposed. Krishna will expose him sooner or later. You understand? Don't be a pretender.
And a new devotee or a layman, how can
a layman cannot know? Yes, layman cannot
judge?
Because he is a layman or a neophyte devotee. He may be cheated, but Krishna cannot be cheated. Krishna knows everything very well. So Krishna exposes those pretenders. You understand? Yes. And another thing is there. One is already in the association of sadhu. You understand? Already in association, in group of sadhu. You understand? So one should not expect such thing from him. Because already in group of sadhu, already in association of sadhu, every day he is listening to these things. Why should he think like that, or why should he commit like such act? It's not expected of him. You understand? Mangal was not in association with sadhu. He was alone. But he had no desire. It's accidental. So Krishna forgave him, excused him. And that is the proof that he could become blind. You understand? He thrust falls into his eyes. That is the proof. Otherwise he could not have thrust into his eyes and become blind. You understand? Eyes is such a valuable sense. One of the senses of valuable senses. We can see so many things through the eyes. With the blind I can see anything. You see, this is proof.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, just about this Mangal Thakur.
Yes.
And it is stated very clear to Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures that this body is just not despair, filled up of abominable things.
Yes.
One thing. So, this we can understand and we can by ourselves understand this body. But it's still, and people materially they are attracted. They are attracted to this, the beauty of this body. How can you explain?
Who is attracted?
In this material world.
Material world is naturally. That's natural. Those who are in process of Maya, they will naturally be attracted towards Maya. This bodily beauty is Maya. Because they are under the process of Maya. They have forgotten their own identity, forgotten Krishna, their relationship with Krishna. They have forgot to all these things. They are not attracted towards Krishna. They are attracted towards Maya. So it's quite natural with them.
But even those who understand his philosophy,
One who has accepted a bona fide spiritual master, has been trained and taught by him, practicing this bhakti under his guidance, and the spiritual master repeatedly teaches these things. What is aparat, what is offense, what is sinful activities, all these things. So, in spite of all these things, all these teachings, if someone does so, he cannot be excused. You understand? He cannot be excused. Yes.
Radha, you can realize for it.
Huh?
That person who has been taught by spiritual master.
Yes. Thereby, he disobeys his spiritual master. He commits that offense. To disobey the order of spiritual master. Isn't that is one of the offenses? So, he commits that offense. How can he be excused? You understand? Yes? Have you any question more? Any more question? Alright now? Huh? It is stated here by the Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Vaishnava K. Kirtane jahar pratishtha sandhar tahar sampati kevalam kaitam. Most important. Kirtane jahar pratishtha sandhar tahar sampati kevalam kaitam. You understand this? Pratishtha, do you know name and age? That is pratishtha. One is doing kirtan only for name and getting name and age. So he is a pretender. Tahara sampati kevala koitam. Koitam means pretender, pretenser.
But still sometimes when we accept the bona fide spiritual master, who is a real guru, still the material behavior appears and thinking that I want to make myself
Don't
perfect.
think so. Don't think so. Don't think so. Such type of thinking also is pretense. Only a non-devotee shows him off. That all will praise me, oh such a great man, such a great Vaishnava, great sadhu like that. A real Vaishnava sadhu doesn't want it.